There may be a bowling ball in your garage worth more than the modern arsenal in your bag. Not because it hooks more, because collectors are paying for the moment in bowling history it represents. But here is the trap. 99 old balls are just old balls. The 100th can bring hundreds of dollars, and a documented movie ball has crossed into the thousands. Today, you will see 10 vintage bowling balls worth checking in 2026, what separates the valuable version from the $20 version, and the mistake that can erase the value before you list it. Number 6 catches most people. And if an old 16-pound ball was retired when your lower back started choosing your equipment for you, do not throw it away yet. One thing first. Subscribe if you want honest bowling history without auction house fantasy, and tell me in the comments the oldest ball still sitting in your garage or basement. Model, color, and whether it has been drilled. That is the deal. Now, the rule that protects your money. A vintage ball is valued on 4 things: historical importance, scarcity, condition, provenance. Age alone is not enough. A common drilled rubber ball may sell for less than shipping. The same model undrilled, boxed, and documented can enter a different market. Never confuse an asking price with a sale price. Anybody can ask $1,000. A buyer has to pay it before that number means anything. Photograph the logo, serial markings, holes, box label, color, and every crack. Do not resurface it. Do not plug it. Do not drill it. Originality is the asset. Now, the names. Number 10. The Columbia 300 Yellow Dot Bleeder. A normal yellow dot is not automatically rare. Bowlers use bleeder for particular older polyester formulas that appeared to release plasticizer and earned a reputation for creating more lane friction than ordinary plastic. Deep maroon, purple, and scarlet examples still surface in old league bags. A drilled, heavily used example may live near $50 to $100. An authentic older example in a desirable color, especially undrilled, can attract much more attention. Look for Columbia 300 markings, the yellow dot identity, period color, and an unaltered surface. Do not describe every oily yellow dot as a bleeder. Collectors know the difference. The formula and story create value, not yellow ink. Number 9. The original Johnny Petraglia Brunswick LT48. Used black examples can still be found at ordinary secondhand prices. Many were drilled, rolled for years, and personalized. New old stock is another species. Uncut examples with period script, factory wrap, or box attract bowlers who want the real artifact rather than a retro release. In 2026, sellers are testing several $100 prices, and one factory-wrapped pair has been offered above $1,000. Offered is the important word. It does not prove a sale. It proves condition can multiply expectations. Verify that it is an original rubber LT48, not the later reactive vintage LT48. Same name, different object. If untouched, leave it untouched. Number 8. The original black AMF angle. The angle helped announce the urethane era. That is why a plain black sphere can matter more than a polyester swirl. First-generation examples connect to the early 1980s move from rubber and plastic towards stronger, controllable friction. Used angles are not jackpots. Holes, plugs, chips, and a weak logo hold value down. But an early example with sharp markings, period packaging, and no drilling belongs in a historical collection. The mistake is rolling it first and researching it second. Modern urethane can reproduce the general look on the lane. It cannot reproduce the factory condition of an early angle. The engineering changed bowling. The untouched artifact creates the premium. Number 7. A first-generation Faball hammer. Black hammer, red hammer, early Faball markings. These are not interchangeable with every later ball carrying the name. Faball's early 2-piece urethane equipment became an icon while urethane was rewriting competitive bowling. Used balls commonly appear below $200. New old stock, rare colors, boxes, and undrilled examples can be listed for several hundred. The logo and Faball identity must be right. A remake is not an original because the hammer graphic looks familiar. Check for cracking, belt marks, plugs, and resurfacing. This is brilliant engineering, and the collector may care more about what was never done to it than what it did on the lane. Number 6. The original New Line Xcaliber. This catches people because it does not look ancient. It comes from the reactive resin revolution, yet represents one of bowling's largest technology jumps. Reactive resin changed how a ball stored and released energy, and an Xcaliber on television made that motion impossible to ignore. A drilled survivor has interest. An undrilled first-quality original is far harder to replace. Sellers have tested four-figure asking prices for exceptional new examples. That is not a completed sale, but it explains why drilling one for a nostalgic league night can be expensive. Confirm new line branding, exact version, weight, color, and matching box. Later names and reissues exist. The original reactive-era artifact is the target. Number 5. Discontinued Brunswick Vizaball character releases. Here, bowling meets pop culture, and the buyer may not bowl. Characters from The Simpsons, Peanuts, Scooby-Doo, Marvel, Toy Story, or short-lived cartoons can bring far more than generic plastic. New old stock matters. An undrilled Ed N. Eddy example has been offered near $300. Drilled children's weights and scratched artwork bring less. Look for legitimate Brunswick or Vizaball marks, clean licensed graphics, factory weight, and an intact box label. Do not assume strange means rare. Search the exact character and artwork. The sleeper is often a show with devoted fans and few surviving balls. One quick note before the final four. The same question keeps appearing under equipment videos. If an old collectible should not be drilled, what should a senior league bowler actually be throwing now? That answer got written down. Ball speed, rev rate, weight, and cover stock, category by category, for the game seniors actually have. It is in the description. It is a starting point, not a fitting, and it does not replace 20 minutes with a good ball driller. Now, number 4. Number 4. Clear novelty balls with a three-dimensional object inside. Skulls, roses, and sports objects were made to stop people at the ball return. Some are common. Discontinued examples can develop a following when the object is distinctive and the ball remains undrilled. The exact maker is everything. Ebonite, Brunswick, and other manufacturers produced legitimate pieces, but decorative copies also exist. A clean example without clouding, separation, or cracking can reach into the hundreds when scarce. A drilled, cloudy one may not. Inspect the shell from every angle for fractures and yellowing. Do not promise value from one optimistic listing. Match the exact design, not merely the word skull. The object creates attention. Scarcity and condition create the check. Number 3. Early Brunswick mineralite balls, especially marbled, unusual color, two-hole, or salesman sample examples. Bowling moved from lignum vitae wood into rubber in the early 20th century, and mineralite marked that change. Ordinary later black versions may sell cheaply. The valuable ones tell a specific story. Early Brunswick bulk calendar markings, strong marbling, period drilling, a documented date, or a true miniature sample. Clean examples are offered from roughly $100 into the low hundreds. A documented rarity may go higher. A black ball with weak markings is not the same object. Photograph every stamp. Old rubber can crack and react badly to cleaners. Research first. Clean last, if at all. This is also where many senior bowlers made the equipment change that filled American closets with 16-pound survivors. Lower back trouble cut speed, the player moved to 14 pounds, and the old ball was parked rather than discarded. That lighter ball may have reduced strain, but it also changed deflection and carry. Your back was choosing your equipment for you. Decades later, the parked ball may be more useful as history than as something to roll again. Number 2. A genuine pre-rubber lignum vitae bowling ball. Before rubber, dense hardwood balls were built from lignum vitae. Originals can show seams, pegs, handwork, and wear. Caution matters because decorative balls, duckpin balls, lawn bowling pieces, and replicas are mislabeled. Provenance, dimensions, weight, and comparison with museum examples matter more than a seller saying 1800s. A genuine 10-pin era ball with credible history can move into the several $100 range and beyond. A mystery wooden sphere cannot. Do not sand, varnish, or add holes. New is precisely what a collector does not want. Tool marks and wear may be evidence, not damage. Number 1. A ball with documented screen, tournament, celebrity, or professional provenance. This turns an ordinary model into a 4-figure collectible. A ball and case tied to Smokey in The Big Lebowski sold through Heritage Auctions for $3,750 in 2024. A lightweight Grease 2 prop sold for $620. Those numbers came from verifiable film connections, not cover stock. The same logic applies to a famous televised ball, a champion-owned ball, or a traceable prototype. A signature is weak without authentication. A family story needs documents, photographs, production marks, certificates, or an ownership trail. Never separate the ball from the bag, score sheet, photo, box, or letter beside it. The paper may be worth more because it proves what the ball is. This is the fortune ball, not old, documented. That is the list. 10 balls worth checking before a garage sale, and 1 honest limit. Collectible value will not improve the reaction shape of an old ball, and no price guide can turn a common drilled house piece into a museum object. Equipment has limits, so does collecting. We have talked about your lower back more than once today. That was not an accident. A valuable old ball may explain what was left in the closet, but it cannot fix the reason it was left there. The bowling industry often answers a body problem with another equipment sale. A lighter ball may change speed and carry. It does not address what made the change necessary. Recent research points toward an explanation almost nobody in this sport discusses, and a league friend sent me a video that changed how he thinks about it. I pinned that video as the first comment so you can find it in one tap. It is not magic, and it is not for everyone. But if your lower back is deciding your ball weight, it costs you nothing to watch. Before you sell anything, remember the order. Identify it, photograph it, preserve every piece of provenance. Then compare completed sales, not fantasies. Tell me in the comments which model is in your current bag and what average you are carrying this season. The video I mentioned is still the first pinned comment. Subscribe for the next honest breakdown. That is the deal.